Is Batman Sanity the best Batman statue of all time? Today we have the color version. Let's check it out. Up next. Hello Dark Knights, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. And I'm so incredibly excited today, guys, because we have Sanity once again on the channel. Now, we've already reviewed the smoke version. I'm going to put that up here at the top. But today we have incredible footage from our friend Peter, who did not want to appear on camera. He wants me to share my thoughts on the Sanity piece, but this one is the color version, and I'm so incredibly excited. Now, I'm still trying to find one of these statues myself, the color or the smoke. I'll take what I can get. So if anybody knows anybody out there, I think I have a few leads at this point, but I'm still hoping to add it to my Batcave. Everybody says, Chris, I can't imagine the Batcave without that piece. I'm starting to agree with them very much. So I'm looking for one currently, and I'm really excited. But I can't wait to share this footage with you guys today. I'm so incredibly excited to talk about this Sanity piece because it's absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad that it's finally in collectors' hands. So without further ado, let's check it out right now. All right, guys, so here we have the footage from Peter, and again, I want to thank you so very much. You're awesome, and we've been talking a lot about Sanity this week. I just did, of course, my Should I Get This Statue or Not video, and thank you guys so very much for all of your opinions and advice on this piece. Of course, it was a 50-50 split, so I think I might just be a wash, but anyway, this is such an awesome piece to be able to look at, and to see it in collectors' hands is just so incredibly exciting to me, and this piece is just absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love this piece. Whether it's going to fit in my collection or not, I don't know. But if you are a Batman fan and you love the villains like I do, this is a no-brainer piece. It's incredibly well done. I love both the color and the smoke version, like I've said before. And look at that right there. There is the hidden. Right off the bat, Peter shows us the hidden question mark, guys. That's so awesome. But anyway, this again is the color version. So they're both so well done, in my opinion. Some people think that the color version might be just a little bit too much because there's so much going on, whereas the smoke version kind of, singles out Batman and the idea of the artistry behind the piece. But at the same time, I can see why some collectors think that one is boring and it's just like unpainted rock. I get that. But let's take a look at this piece a little bit closer, of course. Bane, some people love Bane there. Some people absolutely hate him there, and maybe a little bit undersized as well. But he does look really good. Very well painted. This whole statue looks very, very well painted, in my opinion. And we have a penguin. We've been asking for a penguin for so long, and XM Studios delivered with a great penguin. I absolutely love that classic looking penguin there. Harley looks really great. I like that they're all looking up toward Batman. They're all attacking him in different ways. Just really, really good. And I like that the fact that Harley has that mallet. Again, you see a lot more with the color version. You see the vine. I mean, you might not even see that. That's obviously part of Poison Ivy's vine that I think a lot of people probably miss. But I think Ivy looks really good. It's one of my favorite Ivy sculpts, actually. I wish that we could have a full figure of her. Catwoman, of course, here. I love the face sculpt on her. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Look at the way that the tight skin tight costume. It's all sculpted, of course. We can really see those folds. Absolutely gorgeous, in my opinion. I really, really love it. And again, I just love the softness of that face. I think it's really well sculpted and beautifully painted here. Of course, you have Mr. Freeze and his freeze gun. I don't love the freeze gun that they chose on this. Of course, this is from David Finch, so they were very true to his art. I don't like the choice he made there with that freeze gun. I wish it was a little bit different looking. I feel like it's a little bit more simplistic. Of course, here is Two-Face. You guys know how much I want a Two-Face in a larger scale piece. Of course, I have the Prime 1 piece, but I really like this more traditional look for him. I love it. And again, I'm really hoping that we get a larger scale from one of these major companies here real soon. But I think he looks really well painted. Of course, with this color version, you get the glass dome. With the unpainted, the smoke version, you don't. They did not do the glass dome. So, it is what it is. Man-Bat, I think, looks really good up here. I don't love the fact that there's two browns. A lot of people, again, there is no Riddler on this piece, but again, you can't fault XM for that. That is David Finch. That is his version. Like, he did not include Riddler for whatever reason. So, again, could you maybe swap out Man-Bat for Riddler? I don't know. But I don't like the fact that there are two brown characters up at the top. I just feel like it kind of washes away. But anyway, it's cool that you have Man-Bat with the wings. Of course, look at this Joker sculpt. I actually prefer this Joker over their original version that they did, that single Joker piece. I really like the face on this one, and I like the movement. I think the fabric look, of course, again, it's fully sculpted, but I think it's really, really great. That traditional Joker costume. I love Clayface. I wish I could just have him alone. I've wanted a Clayface for so freaking long, but I think he looks absolutely fantastic. You can see the different colors here, a little bit of green to him. Of course, the brown. I just think it looks really good, but I think that you might miss that if you don't look closely enough. But I do think it looks really good, very well sculpted, and I absolutely love this rendition of him. It's exactly what I want from a larger scale piece. Again, this is 1/6 scale, so it's not that big. Of course, the whole statue together does have a lot of big presence here. But look at the back; it looks really good. You have a Clayface butt there, which is pretty funny. It almost looks like a thong, but it is funny. But again, it's beautifully well sculpted. I love the cloud or the smoke at the bottom, and look at the texturing. That is really well done. And that mallet-like hand, that's exactly what I want for Clayface. Man-Bat's probably, I'm going to say maybe my least favorite character on this whole display. He's very well done. I mean, look at the veins in the wings. That is really cool. And again, you're never going to see it unless this is rotating, unless you have it at maybe the center of your display, which is highly advisable, by the way. I think that's a no-brainer if you could have this thing rotating slowly in the middle of your room. But, I mean, just look at that. It just makes it so hard to choose between color and the smoke. I think they're just so well done. Of course, Batman, look at the way his abs are shaded. Great portrait on him. I like that the Joker is wrapped around him. Of course, Batman, yin to his yang, of course, absolutely fantastic. And I like the gray suit. I've never been a giant blue suit Batman, so I appreciate that it's that darker color. But I do feel like it is just very, very well painted, and it looks really, really good here in my eyes. I absolutely love Scarecrow. Again, that Scarecrow gun I'm not a big fan of. I just think that the guns could have been a little bit different. These kind of look like toys to me. Freeze's gun, I just think it could have had a little bit more sculpt to it. But again, it is taken directly from the art, so again, I don't fault XM at all, because that's what was drawn. But I do love this Scarecrow. I think it's really well done, and I love that poison ivy. You notice the smoke billowing over the Batcave. So on the smoke version also you have that brown at the bottom, and some people don't love that. But you see the brown, you also see the gray of the stone. But I think it really makes that cloud of smoke pop, if you will. Everything looks very well balanced on this piece. I absolutely love this penguin. And Bane, yeah, I can see that. It's basically like, just looking up at the crotches. And so not everybody loves the Bane, but again, that's the way it was drawn. So that's the way it was presented. Maybe if they could have put Riddler there instead, I don't know. I think people would have. But then again, look at that Easter egg. I love the fact that they did that. So obviously, I don't know if that was originally part of the art concept by David Finch. I really don't know, or if it was just XM Studios giving us a nod that so many people want that freaking Riddler in the statue, but they're not going to get it, unfortunately. But again, that was because that was an artist's choice. But look how beautiful that is. All these paint apps look fantastic in my eyes. Bane, again, I just feel like he's maybe a little bit more simplistic, and just the fact that you're not really going to be able to see him all that well. I don't love the face sculpt on Bane. I feel like it's a little, maybe could have been sculpted a little bit better in my eyes. But again, you're not going to see it. I mean, when you add him right next to Catwoman, look at that fabric. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sculpt. And then, of course, Penguin. Like I said earlier, I'm just so happy that collectors are finally getting their first Penguin. I know some companies are going to start making him finally, guys. But, man, I'm just so glad they're making a Penguin. And I love that the ladies are all three together. You got the sirens all really pretty much next to each other. And I love the fact that they're reaching up, trying to claw at Batman. Again, the idea, the concept of this is that this is kind of Batman's nightmare, basically his dream of all these villains. And you guys know how much I love Batman surrounded by his villains. And so that's why I'm still contemplating, as of the recording of this video, whether I'm going to spend the money on this or not. I do have some leads, so we'll see how it goes. And again, I want to thank everybody for offering me so much advice on whether to get this or not. A lot of no's and a lot of yeses. Here you can see the side profile. So it is going to take up a little bit of depth. Again, it is 1/6, but it is a larger piece. It's about the height of a really tall premium format, 1/4 scale. So gives you kind of an idea on that. Somebody said maybe 2 feet tall. I don't know if that's correct or not, but having all of these together, it does make a difference. Now, some people also say, the price point around $3,000, it's about $250 per statue, per character, which I think that's fair for Clayface. I think that's fair, but some of these ones that are like half of their bodies, I don't think you can necessarily justify the $250 per character on that, but Joker and Man-Bat, all these figures that are mostly fully sculpted, or at least they're fully sculpted bodies, I think that's okay. But Bane is not, full body and Poison Ivy. So I can see where some collectors are trying to justify the cost, but at the same time, you're not really getting a full figure, in my opinion. But with that said, it's an absolutely fantastic statue. I highly recommend this thing. If you're able to get one, it's very, very difficult at this point to find this thing. But again, I just thank you so very much, Peter, for sending us this footage, and congratulations to you on an absolutely outstanding piece. And I do hope to have this in my collection at one point. I don't know if it'll last long or if I'll keep it forever, but I would like to say that I at least own this at least once, because it is an awesome statue. But anyway, I'm going to let you watch the rest of this footage. I'm going to put a little music here, just so you can see all the great details, and then I'll come back here at the end to wrap everything up. Alright guys, so there you have it. What do you think of these two statues, the smoke version or the color? Which one do you prefer? I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. Please leave them. I think they're both amazing, and they're both amazing for different reasons. The smoke, of course, is more of that artist vision of a dream sequence, whereas the color is more traditional comic books. You have all of the bright colors and all of the great colors of the villains. Absolutely phenomenal. I think they're both amazing, but I want to hear which one you think I should get in the Batcave and which one you picked up, if you picked it up at all. So anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, click that notification bell. You guys know the drill. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I appreciate you all. I'll see you next time in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.